Have you ever noticed how so many fake pumpkins have the same stems? Doesn't matter if it's a $1 pumpkin or a $10 pumpkin, a lot of the stems are the same. Well, I came up with a really easy way to make my own pumpkin stems. Now, it's really easy. All you have to do is take the original pumpkin stem, and I'm just going to make it over. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take off that bottom part that's like stabbed into the pumpkin because I don't need that. And I also cut off a lot of the extra fluff, I guess, of the pumpkin stem. So what I like to do is do this with all of my pumpkin stems ahead of time. So that way, when it comes time to making my pumpkin crafts, I will have the stems already done and ready to be used. So I got this rope on Amazon. I think it's like, I don't know, thick jute twine. I will leave a link in the description box below. But how I do this is I just cut off strips of this rope and then I apply them to the fake pumpkin stem. This is so easy. All you have to do is glue the rope onto the pumpkin stem. Yep, that's it. That easy. So once I have a bunch of the rope cut down to size, then I just take my hot glue gun and apply some hot glue to the stem. So what I'm doing is just attaching the rope to the pumpkin stem. I don't know how else to say it other than to say I'm just going to put that rope or twine or jute or whatever I have onto the pumpkin stem. You can go different directions if you like, but if this is the first time you're going to be trying a pumpkin stem like this, I would suggest keeping all of the rope pretty much going in the same direction. One thing you can do is just kind of twist the pumpkin stem and when you're applying the rope, and that will just kind of curve it around the stem itself. So all I'm going to do is take this rope and basically cover the entire stem. And it doesn't even matter if the ends are really long because I'm going to cut those off when I get to the next step. And sometimes there's going to be little parts of the pumpkin stem that you can't put a whole piece of this twine. So all I do is cut off a smaller section, and then I just put that smaller section into the open area on the stem. My goal is to completely cover this plastic pumpkin stem with this rope and make it look more rustic or farmhouse, or I don't know what you want to call it, but it really does elevate the look of the faux pumpkins. And when the stem is completely covered, I go to the top end of the pumpkin stem and I just cut away the excess twine or rope. And then I use a little bit more hot glue and I squeeze all of the ends of the rope together. Now this is going to be like the end of the pumpkin stem, not the part that's on the pumpkin. Now for the part that's going to be on the pumpkin, what I really like to do is untwist all of the rope. So this rope is actually 3 different pieces of rope or twine. And by untwisting it and opening it up, that's going to make this look a lot fuller and it really looks nice on the pumpkins. So I'm just untwisting all of those individual pieces of rope. So one piece will actually become 3 pieces. And sometimes when I'm doing this, I still find a piece here or there that I want to add one extra piece of the rope. And it's easy to do. You can just put a little bit of hot glue on top of the rope that's already on the pumpkin stem. And just kind of push it down a little bit. Until it's attached to the pumpkin. And then I just untwist that rope. So there's 3 pieces there. And then using a smaller scissors, I'm just going to trim them off so it looks like it's all one piece. And this is what it looks like. Can you see how easy it is to make pumpkin stems like this? So easy. Now, one extra thing that I like to do occasionally, it depends on the pumpkin, is I like to finish off the end of the stem. So I'm just attaching one more piece of that rope down to probably about the middle of the pumpkin stem, but I think you can see the longer end of the rope. So what I'm going to do is just twist that around so that it looks like a circle, and I'm going to secure that to the end of the pumpkin stem. Now this is a little Monvict glue gun. This is a very small glue gun, and it works really well for small detailed projects. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. I just have to remove that extra piece of the rope, and then I have a finished pumpkin stem. Now let's compare this stem to the original. So this is the same pumpkin stem, but look at how much larger it is. You can do this so many different ways with the different sizes of pumpkin stems. These are a couple of other ones that I've done. There's a little stem. And these are some pumpkin stems that I painted after I had created them. These would look really nice on some Halloween pumpkins, I think. And these are some other ones. These are smaller stems. And I painted them with a little bit of like a harvest gold paint. I think these look a lot better than the plastic stems that come on the pumpkins. Now let me show you what it looks like when it's all finished. This is one of the stems that I created, and this is actually a Dollar Tree pumpkin. And there is the stem that I made in the beginning of this video. And if you like this rustic pumpkin, you'll want to watch my next video because I am going to show you how I did this. And if you enjoy fall videos or fall crafting, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I have a ton of fall videos coming out that I can't wait to share with you.